Penny. Here. Leach.
Here.
Nugent.
Here.
Thompson. Young.
Here.
Zimmerman.
Here.
Lambert.
Here. First order of business is recognition of the students of the month. Ella Neal.
I don't think I saw her.
Zach Colby. Zach, come on up.
Oh, Zach, you're looking good. You're looking good.
Right up here, right in the middle. All right, very good. Keep going. There you go. You got to turn around.
And listen.
Mrs. Lambert said Zach is one of the hardest working students I've ever seen. Even when things are difficult, he never gets discouraged and always has a smile on his face. Zach always follows directions and is very helpful. On the playground, in the lunchroom, and in the classroom, he is always willing to lend a helping hand, pick up even when it's not his best, and we appreciate very much having Zach here. Thank you. This is a gift card for the bookstore, so you can go in and pick up some books, okay?
Say thank you.
They're already paid for.
Thank you.
Good man. Good man. You're looking good. You're looking good.
Micah. Yes, sir. Come on up. You're going to turn around. Yep. Mrs. Watson said Micah is new to our district and has done a nice job of getting into how we do things in our school. He is a good student with a good attitude. Micah's a hard worker when it comes to schoolwork. Just an all-around nice student, good humor, and a responsible young man. Okay. Adriana. Adriana comes to class with a smile. She is kind to her fellow classmates. When asked to help out the classroom, she does willingly. She enjoys art, attends art club after school, and is a joy to have in our class. Thank you very much. And parents, we appreciate very much what you do. And the students that we recognize each month really help provide role models for the other students and make our school a better school, and we appreciate all you do to make sure they do the things they do. Thank you very much. Summer Pepping, is Summer here? Summer's our staff member of the month. Summer's new to our building in this age group, and immediately she asked for help, and we worked with professionally to make sure she felt comfortable with the curriculum. She tackled the science fair writing and was able to lead her students through the process. Immediately, she booked an assembly to enhance our World War II unit she was doing with her class. Also, she procured from the Holocaust Museum a trunk filled with supplemental teaching materials and more books on the topic. Summer is cheery, upbeat, and a pleasure to work with. And it really was, for the students who were here, a great assembly on the Holocaust. So she did a nice job and has done well making a transfer. So Summer's the staff member that we recognize this month. Summer.
This time we'll be opening, I'm sorry, anybody that's here for the Student of the Month presentations, if you'd like to stay, you're more than welcome. If not, we understand you have small children and might want to get them to bed tonight, and it's okay to go ahead and go home if you'd like.
We do appreciate you coming out. Thank you. Take it easy. Thank you.
Excellent. Excellent. Way to go, guys. Hollis on the harbor.
Take it easy very much. Come on.
This time we're going to open the floor up for public comments and questions. not, we're going to go ahead and close the floor. Go on to our next item. Next item is consent agenda items, which includes the approval of the February 27th agenda, minutes from the January 3rd regular board meeting, minutes from the January 23rd closed session meeting, minutes from the February 6th special board meeting, and minutes from the February 6th closed session meeting, along with the hiring of Catherine Hanley, our new LP teacher, our expenditure report, revenue report, treasurer's report, payment of bills and reimbursements, and student activity reports. This time we'll be looking for a motion to approve all consent agenda items.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion?
Heine,
Yes.
Leach,
Yes.
Nugent,
Yes.
Thompson, Young,
Yes.
Zimmerman,
Yes.
Lambert.
Yes. Next thing is information items. North Prairie Principals Update, and Westfield Principals Update. They are in your packets. Ted or Ted, do you have anything you need to add?
We're just gonna mention that the techno class is 21st, so
Okay.
Good.
that was in there and
Get
put on
ready
my
to run.
calendar and for the other board members. It's a good time. It's a great turnout by the district and it's a great fundraiser too.
And if any of the board members were around, Pat, you do a running club starting when?
A week from Monday.
For Monday, and the kids and staff go out and after school, a couple nights a week, what is it?
Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2:30 to 3:30.
Okay.
7:30
If
to
somebody
8:30.
wanted to join, go
Yeah.
the kids.
Yep. Thanks.
That's April 20th?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Techno. So we'll see you there, right? First place.
I can do it. I don't think it'll be first place.
I did have a question too.
Maybe for his age group.
I wasn't gonna say it. I wasn't gonna say it.
Oh,
Well, I'm saying you're in good shape for an old man.
Stop. Lunch buddies. How many lunch buddies do you guys have? I saw that you got 2 new ones. Do we know how big that program is or
It's not big. 10?
on a regular basis?
Maybe 9. Yeah.
Deb's over here still.
Yeah.
9 at your school on a weekly basis? And Bev? So we got 10 lunch buddies. You can use more?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Pat had a number of students that
Got a
would do well
list.
with it.
Okay.
Ready for one?
And it's just a commitment of 1 day a week just to show up at lunch and,
And it's the
Contact.
same thing, if somebody's gonna be gone for a week or two, that's not a problem, so it's not like you have to be there 1 day a week, every week. They know they're gonna be gone and you tell the kid, it works fine. But it's generally speaking, 1 day a week. for
thanks.
And the 2012-13 school calendar.
One change in it, we did find Kathy reminded us that that 2012-13, not this year's, next year's, the first year of that we have to put in that half day before spring break. So we didn't have that in as being the time, so we need to change that in the calendar.
Friday the 20th.
Friday before spring break, yes. So that'll be the only other change that I'm aware of in the end. Yeah.
And then the 4 board policies, can we go over those?
Yeah. Again, as you're aware, normally these are very related to changes in legislation, and so this follows that. The legislation you have been made aware of concerning board member training is a big part of these policies. It deals with 4 hours that Cindy's gonna take because she came on with the appointment. It deals with the training board members have to do for the Open Meetings Act, and it deals with, it just makes you aware of the Performance Evaluation Reform Act and the training that'll be part of that. So that's the first one. The second one really covers a lot of training stuff. Again, just went over it again, refers to it. Must complete a course on the Open Meetings Act required by section. So that was similar. And then it had 3 of 5 internal, external auditors. So it dealt with the closed section item and when you could go into closed session. And that was again tied to the law. next one deals with, and it's like people who have a problem or believe they're being discriminated against, and it kind of goes through all the situations that they should report if they think it's occurring. And it continues to do that on page 3 of 6. Works itself through and gives you the signed form. The last one, operational services, safety, talks about the evacuation drills, and then the new lockdown drill is part of it that we have to then do each year and how that works out.
And you've been conducting that on an annual basis with the Harbor Police?
Yes. The last part has the sex offender piece in it, and that's the policies for next time. Yep.
Move on to our action items. First action item would be 2011-13 collective bargaining agreement. Motion to approve the collective bargaining agreement.
So moved.
Is there a second? Any discussion? Did you want to go over that, Jim?
Well, in brief, it's a,
Jim, you got we had all the pieces.
right, everything's in the package, so we don't,
Yep.
everybody should have seen that if they had any questions. But in essence, it's a 2-year contract that got approved, working with the teachers and the staff. And it covers the current year 11-12 and the 12 to 13 year as well. And everything's in there. And I would just say, I think the bargaining team and I, and we certainly had productive talks with the union and staff, and I think we worked out a good, mutually satisfactory agreement. So everybody's got it to look at it, and we talked about it, as we went along. So it's something I think we can all be happy we worked out together.
Any other questions or discussion?
I think for the audience, there looks like there's probably 10 pieces of language changed, and they're not, a lot of them are not terribly significant, but they're
Right.
things that either were issues for the union or were issues for administration. The 2-year contract, it's a 1.5% increase for the employees for the current year, and then a 2% increase for the employees for the following year. So I think that pretty much, with the pieces of language, and if anybody's interested in them, obviously we could.
And that's really pretty much what we talked about at our last meeting.
If there's nothing else, Dan, can you call roll?
Penny,
Yes.
Leach,
Yes.
Nugent,
Yes.
Thompson, Young,
Yes.
Zimmerman,
Yes.
Lambert.
Abstain. Item B, compensation increase for principals, technology coordinator, human resources manager, people personnel coordinator.
And I want to, historically, what we've done is we've provided increases similar to what the teachers have had for our other employees. So principals and/or, and because it's not covered by the union, those folks have gotten similar increases. And I've got some board members that haven't gone through some of this with us, and so I should have probably provided more information. I do have information for the board members, and if somebody else would like to see it, when we're done, I've got a couple of copies. I didn't make them for the audience, but I do have a couple of copies if somebody wants them. And what we tried to do a while back, and I think it's probably 6 months ago, there was some concern by one of the board members about administrators' salaries and/or principal salaries. And so we tried to look at similar districts. So we had Winthrop Harbor, Atwood Heights, Palmerac, Medina, Norridge, Russell, Union Ridge, Emmons, Antioch, Gavin, Milburn. Some of them were comparable by size, some of them were comparable by the area. And we tried to look at principal salaries to get an idea of how our principal salaries compare with the other ones, and the same thing with the superintendent's salary, because at that time the board was looking at the superintendent's salary. So I have that out so board members can see that typically and it's not just a function of what we've done, but the superintendent's salary is probably the lowest salary of those around. There's one that's lower, and the same with the principal salary. So when looking at the principal salaries, I want the board members to just kind of look at it and know we're not way out of line. And so if we're looking at adding that or making that decision, that might make it information they probably need in order to make that kind of a decision. So that's what that piece is, and I'm sorry I didn't get it to you earlier.
So at this time, we're looking for a motion.
So moved.
Second.
What is the motion saying?
To increase the principal's technology coordinator, human resources manager, and pupil personnel services coordinator, the same increases as what we've done on the teacher's contract.
So 1.5% this year and 2% next year.
And then you're going to change something on the 2%.
The next year would be based on, it would be for that position. So if someone was in that position, say Dan's position, that raise would be tied there, would be based on their experience and their level of performance. So it's not a given. They would have to have an effective evaluation to determine that they would receive those increases, but it would tie in those increases, the 1.5 for this year and the 2% to that spot for next year.
So we're going to tie in the 2% for 12-13 into their performance from 11-12.
For the ones that would be in those same spots, yes, sir.
People that are in the same spots.
Yes, sir. That would be, we can do that. I was just figuring if we had the same as the other one, we could tie it in, and you'd wait on giving it to somebody, to their performance time, but you would say that's what we would be paying, that's that new position for you. But it's however you guys want to do it.
Those are all annual contracts, so.
Yes, sir. They would stay annual contracts. Yeah.
So do we want to amend the motion to just those 1.5 for this year?
I made a motion for the 2 years, is the one that I don't get a second, then.
We haven't got a second yet.
I would feel more comfortable looking at it year by year.
So first motion is dead. I'll ask for another motion to approve the compensation increases for principals, technology coordinator, human resources manager, and pupil personnel services coordinator for the first year at the 1.5%.
That's for
That's the 11-12 year, this current year.
I'll make that motion.
Second. Can you call roll?
Leach,
Yes.
Nugent,
yes.
Thompson, Young,
No.
Zimmerman, Lambert,
Yes.
Heine,
No.
Okay. And board policies from last month. We're looking for a motion to approve board policies 6150, 6160, 6190, and 6210.
I'll make a motion.
Is there a second? I'll second. Any discussion? Can you go roll, please?
Nugent,
Yes.
Thompson, Young,
Yes.
Zimmerman,
Yes.
Lambert,
Yes.
Heine,
Yes.
Leach.
Yes.
On to the Friday phone call.
Okay. Recommended salary increases are in there. Planning session with Barb Tony. IASB is Saturday, May 12th. And what you guys can give me a consensus as the time, does that call her? Anytime that, typically we've gone like 8 till noon, but I don't know if people wanted to do it later or what you want.
We got the date on that.
Really
Yeah.
better for me.
8 till noon. Set up. Multi-district board meeting, we have the date on that, Monday, May 14th. And I don't know the time yet when the high school tells us, because the high school is hosting this year. So that's what we'll be. And again, Barbara's going to be doing that presentation. Required board member training, and I don't know if you all have that colored sheet kind of thing, right? It was one that MASB has out, and it shows, think Cindy's the only one at this point that has to do that, but then I think every board member has to do it when they're elected again. I think that's how that one works. And then we end up putting it on the website whenever board members complete. So Dan's been collecting from you the stuff regarding when you finish your training, and then it goes on the website. There is also then on the other side, the Open Meetings Act, and that has to be done by everybody by January 2013, is that right?
By January 1st.
January 1st, 2013, everybody has to complete that, and it can be done
But you're
online.
already done with that one, right?
I've already turned that in,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. She would be the only one that was not, because she was appointed after the first year within 90 days, but so she's done it already.
So I thought that was just a handy sheet showing that. And another one is there's no issues with it. Mary at Westfield is going to retire at the end of this year. They're supposed to let us know. And then there's a little bit of a retirement thing people can take advantage of at her level. And so she's letting us know so that she can take advantage of
Who's
that.
that?
Mary?
Oh, really?
Yep. So,
One thing to add, we have the district, or the, not district, the regional dinner is March 14th.
yes, it is.
Highland Park.
It's Waukegan.
Oh, yeah, Waukegan
It's
High
Waukegan.
School, right?
Waukegan. So are you taking care of signing us up?
Yep.
That, so anybody that would like to attend that, let us know.
What date is that again?
It's the 14th of March, it's a Wednesday.
And this is the North Suburban
Yeah,
ISD.
the Lakes Division, yeah.
When I get on the board, do you know if I get back on that email? Because I'm not getting any mailings on that.
Are you gonna be talking to Barb anytime soon with this stuff? Maybe you'll give her Cindy's information so she can get back on, because Barb got that all from us when she was here last time, so.
Okay.
Do we know what time that Lakes Division? 6 p.m.?
I have the email, I'll forward it to you. Anybody else that wants, I can forward it to them. Then, anything else?
Just make sure if you know that you're going, let me know now even, and I'll start the list. Yeah,
I most likely will, I just need to know what time it is.
I can do
gotta
that.
check my schedule.
okey dokey.
Same as last year.
Yeah, I just one. Because
Yep.
I haven't, I didn't get there yet, that's why I couldn't find it.
Okay, and this time we'll be looking for a motion to go into closed session for the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees, and to go over the superintendent's evaluation.
I'll second.
Dan, public please.
Tiny,
Yes.
Leach,
Yes.
Nugent,
Yes.
Thompson, Young,
Yes.
Zimmerman,
Yes.
Lambert.
Yes.
So people can stay and then we come back out, but it could be a considerable amount of time and we won't.
Do we anticipate any action coming out of this?
So
There we go. I mean,
you
I don't
can
know.
stay home, leave and go to a different spot, but you can go home as well too.
A lot of action with this group.
You've seen